Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we will create a custom AnimGraphNode that can simulate the door of the car, the trunk, and the side mirror of this car. Continue from our last tutorial, can open this vehicle and animation, vehicle 3 animation, ABP proxy post vehicle car, vehicle 3, and we connect this input post to the base post directly. And let's see inside the city sample project. The same location, vehicle 3 animation, ABP proxy. From the input post, we copy post rotation and connect to base post. And this post rotation, we have the bone mapping, like the trunk and the door front left and front right, side view, mirror, left and right, hood, door rear, left and rear right. And we can search for this copy post rotation, and we can see this AnimGraphNode. But if we go to our project, we search for copy post rotation, we can find this AnimGraphNode only have the copy post from mesh. Because this AnimGraphNode is a custom made, so we need to create it in the C++. Find your project location, Destructible Vehicle, and open this Visual Studio solution. If you don't have this solution, just right click on the project file and generate Visual Studio project files. Open it. You can find inside this game is our source code that we add to it. We have one module is Destructible Vehicle module, and you can learn to create the custom anim graph from the engine source code. Inside this engine, UI file and source, we can find there are two modules that is very important for us. The first is editor and the second is runtime. And inside this editor, we have the AnimGraph folder. And we have the public is the header file and the private is the C++ file. Can scroll down and we can see this AnimGraphNode. And another one is Runtime Module. And we have the AnimGraph runtime folder. And we have this header file of the AnimNode, like AnimNode modify curve. Also, the AnimNode C++ file, and we have AnimNode modify curve.cpp. And in our source file, we have the destructible vehicle. This we can use as the editor file. And we have to create another module is the runtime. Let's close this, my character. Close this. Go to source. And let's copy this destructible vehicle folder. Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Name it Destructible Vehicle Runtime. Inside this, we can rename this to Destructible Vehicle Runtime. And this one is runtime. And this one is Destructible Vehicle Runtime. .beer.cs. And inside this private, delete my character file. And another one is my character header file. And to add this module, we have to open this Visual Studio again. Open this Destructible Vehicle.u project. And we see this is the module. We have one module is Destructible Vehicle. And additional dependency can add AnimGraph, because we want to create an AnimGraph. And name, you can copy everything from here, paste it here. The name is Destructible Vehicle Runtime. Type is runtime, default and engine AnimGraph. And we save this. Open Destructible Vehicle Editor. And this extra module name. Add another module is Destructible Vehicle Runtime. Open Destructible Vehicle Target. And another module name is Destructible Vehicle Runtime. Save all. And now close this. We have some problem with the Destructible Vehicle Runtime. Let's open this Destructible Vehicle Runtime and the header file. Inside this header file, we include core minimal.h. No need to change anything. And the CPP file include Destructible Vehicle Runtime.h. And this implement primary game module, Destructible Vehicle Runtime. And this name is runtime. And save. And Destructible Runtime.build. This class is Destructible Vehicle Runtime. And the function runtime. Then save. Close. And we regenerate Visual Studio project files again. double click on Destructible Vehicle.sln. And now inside our source, we have two modules. The first one is Destructible Vehicle, and the second is Destructible Vehicle Runtime. Play this local window debugger to see is there any problem. We have missing Destructible Vehicle module. I think the error caused by I forget to close the project while I click on display local window debugger. So close it and then play it again. Now we can open this project and click on Tool, New C++, Class, then click Next. And we can see there are two runtime. The first is Destructible Vehicle and the second is Destructible Vehicle Runtime. You can choose any module that you want the class to go to that module. And now we set the name to AnimNode CopyPoseRotation and choose the Destructible Vehicle module and create class. And reload all. And let's close all of this. And you can see inside this public and private, there is AnimNode CopyPoseRotation. Open this C# file first, Destructible Vehicle.pl.cs. And we have to add the dependency module names. For U object engine slate core graph editor property editor style AnimGraph runtime AnimGraph and blueprint graph. And we save this. Find the city sample project and open the solution. You can open the source and we have the inside this Anim folder. We can see this city sample AnimNode CopyPoseRotation. First, we copy this header file. Control C. And open our AnimNode CopyPoseRotation header file and paste it. We have some error include, we include the wrong header. Delete this city sample. Only AnimNode CopyPoseRotation generated.h. And this one app city sample, change it to app Destructible Vehicle. And destruct is Destructible Vehicle. Phone source setting. This API, AnimNode. This one is app AnimNode CopyPoseRotations. And let's save it. This city sample API, change it to Destructible Vehicle API. This one, change to app Destructible Vehicle. And this map, key map, Destructible Vehicle. Phone source setting. And we can save. And for the C++ file of the city sample AnimNode, copy all of this. And go to our project, AnimNode, paste it here. Include, change it to AnimNode CopyPoseRotation header. We include this file. And this city sample, delete it. Delete this city sample. City sample AnimNode CopyPoseRotation. This one. Every function is app AnimNode CopyPoseRotation. And this is app Destructible Vehicle. Phone source setting. Delete this. And this one. save, add AnimNode, CopyPoseRotation. We don't need this E. And save this first. This FCT sample. When you see this CT sample, you have to change it to Destructible Vehicle. This one don't have E. And we don't have any error now. Let's play. Let's compare this. So no issue found. We successfully compiled this source code. Go to Tool, New C++ class, None, Next, and Public, and choose this Destructible Vehicle Runtime Module. And the name is AnimGraphNode CopyPoseRotation, and create class. Reload all. And yes, stop debugging. Close all of this. And open the Destructible Vehicle Runtime build.cs. Inside this public dependency module name, you need more module. Press enter. Animation core. AnimGraph runtime. AnimGraph. Blueprint graph. And we need Destructible Vehicle module. This module. And let's save. Let's open the header file and go to CT sample project. Go to CT sample anim graph runtime and open this CT sample anim graph node copy post rotation header file. Copy and paste it here. We get some error. So include, we don't have this file. We need to include the AnimNode CopyPoseRotation.h. Destructible Vehicle and public. And this AnimNode CopyPoseRotation. Because it stays in this module, Destructible Vehicle and the public. Then this generated .h is this name, AnimGraphNode copy post rotation. It is our file name, this one. And delete this fct sample. Delete this ct sample. If you never used C++ before, the purpose of the header file is to store the predefined function. And we have this error because we not yet have that function. So we have to write it into the C++ file. Open. And we go to the CT sample project. The CT sample AnimGraphNode CopyPoseRotations CPP. Copy. Paste it here. This header file, we change the name to this name and copy this. Copy, Ctrl C, and then paste it here. Include .h. We have a bunch of error. Log text namespace. Delete this CT sample. And this one, we don't need the CT sample name. Delete this. Use AnimGraphNode CopyPoseRotation. Save. Play it first. If there are any problem, it will show us that it cannot compile. Let's compile this. And there aren't any issue. You can see this module and this public. We have the AnimGraphNode CopyPoseRotation. Go to vehicle 3, animation, ABP proxy. Right click and search for CopyPoseRotation. Now we have this CopyPoseRotation that we create by our own. And connect it. Open CT sample project. Let's open this vehicle 3, and the animation ABP proxy. Click on this CopyPoseRotation and copy this bone mapping. And then paste it here. Set this use attach parent to true. Compile. The same before we play test, we have to close it first. And close all of this Visual Studio. Go to Destructible Vehicle Project and we regenerate the Visual Studio project file again. Open the solution. And we play test it. And open the last thing that we open. We have the copy post rotation. Now let's play. And the door of the car is simulated. And when we hit this car, everything will simulate. Inside the city sample project, we call vehicle 3, and inside this vehicle blueprint, deformable. Inside event graph, we enable deformable physics body. Search for this function, enable deformable physics body, copy, and go to Destructible Vehicle Project. Let's open the blueprint, deformable, and then paste this function. And let's compile. Go to event graph. In the begin play, set this. Can delete all of this because we no need to spawn the Niagara class to paste the breaking glass. Connect it. Search for destructible. This one, enable destruction, and compile. Let's play. Now when we first start, we don't simulate the door, and when we hit you can see the side view mirror is simulate when it get hit. And the trunk, can see it go up, react to the physics. Thank you very much for watching to this tutorial, and if you have any question, please leave it in the comment section below. Please like this video if you think it is useful, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more tutorial. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.